Welcome to Dr. Mary Travelbest's 5 Steps to Solo Travel Guide for women like you. I've been traveling solo since 1972. You can get the best-selling book series, 5 Steps to Solo Travel, a women's guide to travel and destinations in her prime. You can find those on Amazon. And please give this podcast 5-star ratings and also rate the book series. This special episode is the United States National Park Service for women in their prime. And today's mistake? I was a stunt woman at Universal Studios and ended up in the hospital. And travel advice? Always pack a bathing suit. And now for today's special episode on the National Park Foundation and Service. I support the National Park Service in the USA by purchasing a yearly wall calendar. The images are beautiful. I also have a senior pass, which you can get for your lifetime, starting at age 62. Buy it at any park or online. Don't lose it. It's worth a lot for your traveling. Membership has its perks. That includes free admission. Have you been to Yosemite, Yellowstone? Are there any other parks you want to go to? Which are your favorites? Here are some tips on getting in and having a great visit. Making reservations and listening to park guides will help. You might even want to get a job working at a national park someday. National parks offer many experiences, from serene hikes through lush forests to breathtaking vistas atop rugged mountains. To begin your journey, it's essential to establish communication with national parks you're interested in visiting. Now, most national parks have dedicated websites with comprehensive information about park amenities, activities, and contact details. Additionally, you can contact park authorities via phone or email for personalized assistance and guidance. And the show notes have websites to visit. So when you contact those national park or websites, consider inquiring about the following. Number 1, accessibility. As a mature traveler, it's crucial to ensure that the park's trails and facilities are accessible and accommodating. You can inquire about wheelchair accessibility, availability of senior-friendly trails, or any other amenities tailored to older visitors. Secondly, we've got health and safety. So prioritize your well-being by seeking advice on health and safety measures within the park. Ask about potential hazards, such as steep terrain or extreme weather conditions, and gather recommendations for staying safe during your visit. Now, what about lodging and accommodations? Depending on the duration of your stay, you may require lodging within or near the park. You can explore your options for accommodations, including campgrounds, lodges, cabins, or nearby hotels, and make reservations in advance to ensure availability. And then attractions and activities. So national parks offer lots of activities catering to diverse interests and physical abilities. So if you're on a leisurely nature walk, a scenic drive, maybe you like photography or just wildlife observation, you can get recommendations for activities that fit with those of your preference. And also guided tours and programs. So you could join the park's guided tours or educational programs to enhance your experience and gain insight into the natural and cultural heritage. Now, these tours often cater to individuals of all ages and provide informative commentary from very knowledgeable guides. In addition to seeking guidance from those park authorities, here are some general travel tips. First, pack wisely. Be mindful of weather conditions and pack appropriate clothing, footwear, and gear for those outdoor adventures. You might think about essentials like water, snacks, first aid kit, sunscreen, and insect repellent. And then next, you should plan the itinerary. Of course, spontaneity adds charm to travel. Having a rough itinerary can help you make the most of your time in the park. Now, you could prioritize your must-see attractions and activities while allowing flexibility for those other things. I plan my visits a day or two before for most parks, but if you're headed to a trendy destination like Yosemite or Yellowstone, you may need to plan months ahead of time. Another tip is to stay hydrated and rested. That's right. Hydration and rest are crucial, especially if you're doing physical activities at higher altitudes. So pace yourself, take breaks, listen to your body's signals so you don't get exhausted or dehydrated. I love my rest time, so build those into your day, even if it's just to read your notes for the next day's adventures. And you should embrace nature's pace. So here you are out in the wilderness, and time just kind of seems to slow down. That allows you to have more thoughts and appreciation of the natural world, and you can embrace that slower pace. Savor each moment and immerse yourself fully into the present experience. I like to keep track of the animals I learn about, the geology, and even the smells of the air and flowers. So capture memories. Don't forget to capture the beauty of your surroundings through photographs or journaling. These souvenirs will serve you as cherished reminders of those adventures of the park. Even if you're solo, you can take a selfie with you and your favorite tree, flower, or campsite. Share your memories on our Dr. Mary Travelbest private Facebook group pages. Safe travels, and may your exploration of America's national parks be filled with wonder and discovery. And now for today's mistake. I was a stunt woman at Universal Studios, California, and I ended up in the hospital. That's right. I was offered a role in a fake movie we would make on the tour. I was given instructions on what to do, where, and act. We were bank robbers, and we jumped into the raging river. Only I jumped in and hurt my foot on the bottom of the river because it was only 4 feet down. I was unfortunately unable to walk, and so I was given a wheelchair and brought to the nearby hospital for a checkup. I didn't want to stay there, so I asked to leave, and my friends drove the car home for me. That's the only time I went to Universal Studios. So if you're asked to be a stunt woman, think twice before you raise your hand. And now for today's travel advice. Always pack a bathing suit. It's the most miniature outfit you will pack, and you never know when you need one. And buying one on the road is hard, especially in a national park. Where are you going? Let me know if I helped you travel. The show notes have many ways for us to connect.
What's on your travel bucket list? Tell the doctor and her team of women who travel the world seeking the very best. Dr. Travelbest, that is.